This is Dead Serious, a show about short horror stories worthy of discussion. I'm Dead Palette, and it's Halloween month. Doll face. Today we're going to take a look at Uncle Jeb's Cupcakes. This is a 15 hours creepystories.tumblr.com story. The title really intrigued me, and I wanted to save reading it to read with you guys. Let's get into it. Uncle Jeb makes the best cupcakes. Don't ask me how. The man isn't delicate or feminine in any way whatsoever. Not that that's what it takes to be a good baker, but you get what I'm saying. I'm interested to learn about Uncle Jeb's cupcakes. Okay, let's keep going. We live in southern I'm doing this wrong. We live in southern Appalachia, so what's accepted and what ain't is sometimes a bit backwards from the national average and what have you. But in spite of this, his mountain man look, his grizzled gray beard, and his turn-of-the-century gold miner appearance, his cupcakes are divine. That's what our Preacher Holden says. Deee-vine. I love how I drawed out divine in that way, and then the story explicitly does it by spelling out D-E-E-E-vine. Amazing. Everybody asked him his secret, and he always just kind of smiles and shakes his head. Can't tell you, he says, and Aunt Telly agrees. Okay, we're going to take bets now. What is inside his cupcakes that is forbidden? Is it bits of Rainbow Dash? Is it semen? I'm going to go with semen myself. That's my bet. Is it gold? Is he putting gold mining gold in there? I'm not sure. But I think that's going to be the crux of our story, is something disturbing hidden inside the cupcakes. Or maybe he made a Faustian bargain for the devilishly good cupcakes. Let's see. Old Coot won't even tell me how he does it. Shoos me out of the kitchen, and when he gets the bacon. Okay, that's what Aunt Telly is saying. And the people laugh, but it's true. They win awards in the fair. And I swear to Sonny Jesus, sometimes people are excited, or even nearly so, when a loved one dies or something bad happens, just because of the chance to get some of Uncle Jeb's cupcakes. That may be an exaggeration, or maybe ain't. Now, where I live now, in Columbus, Ohio, if someone is that good at making cupcakes, and that there's so much of an ego around those cupcakes, they would make a mom and pop shop that sells cupcakes. Because I swear to God, like 5-6 years ago, all over Columbus, just mom and pop cupcake shops, cupcake bakeries, cupcakeries, just started popping up out of nowhere. And I shit you not, there was like 5. I'm not even exaggerating. And within like 2-3 years, all of them went out of business. So everyone just had this like quaint idea of doing the same thing at the same time. And so, that really went tits up pretty quickly. I don't know why everyone thought that was a good idea. As opposed to a traditional bakery where you can get, I don't know, all kinds of baked goods. But I thought it was interesting. They had some good cupcakes. They had some weird cupcakes, and after the novelty of the weird cupcakes kind of wore off, I don't think people were really all that interested in spending a premium amount of money for like a, $5 cupcake, you know. All of these companies were convinced they had something unique, and none of them did. Anyway. Now, I don't know how familiar you all are with pastries and whatnot, but there ain't too much variation in it. Yeah, that's true. It's just what I'm saying. It's more a science than an art. And anything good coming out of an oven has been achieved through a simple following of rules of the recipe. So I figure Uncle Jeb has to have some sort of secret ingredient or something. You see, it's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If in the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a cupcake. I'm just shitting you. Did you guys really think that was a troll pasta there for a bit? No, the story hopefully has a real ending. Let's see what it's got. Those good at describing such things talk about texture and mouthfeel. It's got incredible mouthfeel. Whatever that is. I'm thinking he still may have some imported sugar or flour from some such other place. It definitely feels that way when you meet someone who has invented something interesting that tastes really good. That was certainly a big part of what, and I'm not joking about this. Colonel Sanders is a personal hero of mine. Colonel Sanders, in the way that he made chicken and had his 11 herbs and spices and everything, and then said that if you want his chicken, you got to come to him, and he's not going to tell you the recipe. And me and my family have actually tried to recreate what his chicken tastes like at home, using ingredients and theories put out there by people. Man, let me tell you, nothing comes close to the way actual KFC tastes. But me talking about Colonel Sanders is a topic for another day. Anyway, Uncle Jeb's regular job, if it can be called such, is as a taxidermist. Okay, well, we know what the fucking end of this story is. Scanning and stretching hides all day and making them animals look good even in death makes him some kind of artist, I guess. I remember scanning him. I remember asking him one time when I was younger what he did with all the animal bones, and then he pulled them out and smiled and shook his head. Can't tell you, he said. And then I asked him why he roasts the bones of the old in a big old oven and then ground them up, and I got the same answer. Okay, so then it's obviously the bones that are doing that, which I don't really see why that would be a problem. We got one last paragraph. Hopefully this figures it out, clinches it for us, and we get some kind of unique ending, you know? None of that really matters, I guess, because it still don't show why he comes up with why he's such a good baker and all. I'll figure it out one of these days. Oh my God, you're an idiot. I'll figure it out one of these days. I guess it really doesn't matter none. They are some dang good cupcakes. Deee-vine. Credit to 37th version. Okay, I really don't get it. Is everyone in this Appalachian town secretly a vegan or something? Because why else would this animal bone thing bother people? Is it the concept of bones? Because bones are used in making traditional ramen and everything. Like, this is so bizarre to me that this would be a horror story. certainly is a fun little story to begin with, but I don't know if it stuck the landing. I don't think it did. I mean, I'd like to hear what you guys think. I thought it was going to be something disturbing put into the cupcake, and what they're positing as being disturbing, because that's what the story's building to, is animal bones. And for some reason, the narrator can't figure out that it's animal bones, even though it's insanely obvious, Anyway, now if you enjoyed that, consider helping out the community and supporting my channel. You can support the community by conversing in the comments below, going to toospooky.com for original horror stories, and trying your hand at short horror yourself. You can support me by subscribing to the channel, following me on the social media links down below in the description, and pledging to my Patreon, which is also down below. Thank you so much for your time, and now on to our sponsor and this non-moment in time, which is wax bottles. Wax bottles. Yeah, you're literally just fucking eating wax and sugar